We picked up these two bins here for 60 bucks. So we're going to go through the items. We're kind of throwing stuff in quickly. Just going through the media. This is from the lady that lives a town over that we buy a lot of media items from. So let's go through them. Ready. We got Garth Brooks. This is Garth Brooks VHS. We pick up any concerts we can find out there. So there we go. We have Fools Rush In with Matthew Perry and Salma Hayek. This is sealed. I don't think this is worth too much, maybe $5-7 bucks. Back in school, whenever you'd have free time, one of my teachers would always put this movie in. So I've seen it a few times. Miss Congeniality, same thing, same price, but it is sealed. So there you go. We have Always. This one is sealed. I don't think we ever find this movie. If we do, we'd probably been skipping by it, but we picked it up. We have Almost an Angel at Paul Hogan. This is the same guy here from Crocodile Dundee. I don't really see him in any other movies much. I've seen Lightning Jack out there. But yeah, Almost an Angel, so picked it up. Let's see what we say about this. It's an ex-rental from somewhere. Longs. Oh, there you go, Longs. We got Twin Peaks soundtrack. We have a Nina Simone soundtrack here. Nina Simone CD. There is a crack in it, so that is, we have Ghost sealed. Don't think this is worth too much. The lady said anything outside of here, fill a bin up, paid 10 bucks. And everything inside it was a lot pricier, so this is part of the $10 bin. A lot of these are. We have this Big Band Collection CDs. We have the Birdcage sealed DVD. Soundtrack to the film, The Black Orpheus. I don't know what that is, but if we find soundtracks, we do pick them up. My girlfriend said, "What do you think about this?" I said, "Let's give it a try." We have this Blu-ray Survival Tales of the Wild. It is sealed. We have a Disney 3 on the Run. This is kind of an older one. We do sell these a lot, kind of, or here and there. I did see this out there. A Wish for Wings at Work. I thought it was interesting. I've never came across that. Along with this movie here, The Trouble with Spies. I do see it has Donald Sutherland in it. So there we go. We got a previous rental. We have John Wayne is Brannigan. I did see this is a KL Studio Classics. So whenever I see that, I will pick them up. So there we go. What else we got in here? We have King Kong. Kong does sell well, so that's the reason we threw that in there. Just a random VHS here. Rock Hudson. Universal Comedy Classics. Here's another Garth Brooks. We have a sealed Doris Day, Please Don't Eat the Daisies. These are probably like $3 to $5 movies. Just throw them in there. We don't really sell the very old classic ones too often, but once in a while. Miracle in the Pacific. This is one of those Digiviews, and there was a ton of those here. We have this James Dean. This one is sealed. That's another Digiview. Wild Rio. What else we got in here? Geely. I didn't know we even got Geely in here. Maybe that's worth something, since they divorced. I'm not sure. What do we got? What do we got? This is the Army. Ronald Reagan. Look at that stud. Platinum D-Day collection. We have a movie that is Hammered. The Last Time I Saw Paris. Van Johnson. I know I've came across his movies a couple times. Another James Dean. We have a Al Capone. Rod Steiger. I do find his sometimes. Kiss Daddy Goodnight. Uma Thurman. And Steve Buscemi. Mad Dog Morgan. I never came across that on VHS before. Victory at Sea. We've had that. We have a Flash Gordon. Oh, It. I didn't even see we've got this. But there we go. We got It. And we got an X-Files. What else do we have here? Double feature. Catherine and the Ballad of Andy Crocker. I'm not sure. Matador. Cavalry Commanding Cotter. Bad Boys 2. We have Lovers and Liars. The Promise of Love. So I'm not knowing these ones too much. We got War Classics. That'd be something that my dad would want. The Black Brigade. We got a Richard Pryor here. And Billy D. Williams. And we got Bill Cosby. Phantom Raiders. Miles O'Keefe. I know I found a few of his VHS. We have a Roadhouse and Roadhouse 2. I've never even heard of Roadhouse 2. We have Adam 12. We have had those before. We have 4 feature films. Let's see, Zorro. Star Wars? No, Sky Wars. I don't remember this movie at all. Tremors? No, Warriors of the Wasteland. Fred Williamson. Gonna kick some ass. Species Hunter. Mark Hamill and Laserhawk. Have not came across this. Mark Hamill can only star in a sci-fi fantasy movie, right? My Global Adventure. I guess if you consider, what is that, Jay and Silent Bob? Hide and Seek. I just saw a copy that wasn't Blockbuster over there from another buy. Tex Ritter's in the Painted Desert, Hitting the Trail. Disclosure. City by the Sea. The Trial. Escape from Sorbador. I know I just came across that recently too. Karate Cop. Oh snap. And we have Final Payback. We just sold that on VHS the other day. Final Payback. We have the Beverly Hillbillies with this girl. Death Rides a Horse. We got Lee Van Cleef. There we go. Bad Man of Deadwood. We got Roy Rogers. We got a lot of Roy Rogers stuff. You find his all the time choices. Came across that numerous times. The Sword of Lancelot. That one just fell apart. Holy Grail. We have the super thin Elvis. Home movies. Lee Van Cleef again. And Jack Palance. And Jim Brown. World War II. The Bodyguard. Sonny Chiba. We have the Beatniks. And Wild Guitar. I mean, some of these ones, I don't really ever list these super thin ones. So maybe there's a chance that these are worth something. This looks kind of funny that Leslie Nielsen's in like a action movie. And Leslie Nielsen's gonna get some. Eric Roberts is kicking ass in Heaven's Fire. Analyze this, analyze that. Definitely maybe. This one feels empty. Let me see if we are correct. Oh. Well, the case seems decent. Three Musketeers. Some Like It Hot. We've sold this before on VHS, so there's a possibility that the DVD is worth something sealed, right? And we have Morgan Freeman, James Earl Jones, and Lou Gossett Jr. in a bunch of movies. Yosemite? No, Yosemite. What else we got here? The Conflict, Martin Sheen, Moon of the Wolf. Oh, there we go. Hiroshima. Restaurant. That movie again. Let me put some more of these back up. This movie's jacked up. Thrill Seekers. It does have Catherine Bell in it, though. One-Eyed Jacks. Guadalcanal. She Came to the Valley. We got Scott Glenn. And Slim Pickens. Jesse Ventura. And we have Brandon Lee. Laser Mission. Do have a copy of this on VHS. I thought this movie would sell pretty quick. The cover looked cool. Don't know nothing about the movie, but we've had it for a few years now. And I guess now we got the DVD. So that was bag one. Most of this was the $10 buy. We'll go to the box now and see what's going on with that. And now we have the bin. I think some of this stuff on top is from the actual $10 buy. And the rest is the bin we paid for. So we got Rocky Collection. My girlfriend found this, and I'm like, is that all of them? Yeah, we'll take it. So yeah, cool, Rocky. We find this once in a while. I feel like I found it once, and I was missing one. Then she showed me this Star Wars trilogy. It's a little messed up there, but, I mean, it was so cheap. And here we have the Vincent Price. And my dad and mom just watched this not too long ago, and they were telling me about this movie, The Last Man on Earth. And they liked it. Mickey and Maude. We've came across this. I want to say the last copy was messed up. But it does have Andre the Giant on it. So that's cool. We have this Camelot CD that is sealed with the Virgin sticker on it. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. We have Rounders. Sounds a little loose. Threw this in there because never came across this movie before. The Crossing Bridge. This is from a pawn shop. What do we even got here? Jeffrey Tambor. Jason Gedrick. Oh, kicking some ass. Harry Connick Jr. Singing Away. We got a George Strait. Singing Away. We have 18 again. That is sealed with George Burns. I feel like we've come across that before. We've never sold it though. We can count down. The Sky's on Fire. I think this is part of the bin buy. Josh Groban in Concert sealed. Here's some more of those Digiviews. Eric Estrada. We got the Deadly Drifter. We got Wes Craven's Chiller. We got that one there. Dead Silent. We have Witness on DVD. Murder 101. This isn't a movie you really come across, I believe. We have the classic TV series. You Asked For It. We do alright with those ones sometimes. We have a big sealed. I don't think that's worth too much. Of course, Jane Fonda's Workout. Some of these can do well, like 10 to 15. We have a double feature, Green Zone and The Kingdom. Sometimes the Blu-rays that are doubles can do well. We have Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along blog. I don't know what that is, but it seems weird. 13th Floor on DVD. Don't really see that too much out there. Columbia Classics. We do well with these older ones, so just threw that in there. Blood Lake, that one looks gnarly. So there you go. Maybe it's worth $5 or so. The Phenom, got Ethan Hawke in there. The Mole, Season 1. That's an old DVD. Lawrence of Arabia sealed. We have Band on the Run. We have Jade Chow. I don't know what that is, but there we go. Urban Action Cinema. TV Comedy Collection. Real American Hero with our boy Brian Dennehy. A movie that I really love, I never came across this whole time, is Gladiator. It's like Cuba Gooding Jr. and they're like boxing and it's like bare knuckle and stuff. We have The Klansman with OJ. This movie is actually made pretty close to where I live, over there in Colusa, California. So there we go, The Klansman. But yeah. We have a VHS copy of that. We have City Slickers sealed. And if you want some more Billy Crystal, well, there he is again. Boom, 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 boom. Patch of Blue with Sidney Poitier and Shelley Winters. Never came across that movie before. Threw it in there. We have Sleepless in Seattle. Sealed. The Apartment with Jack Lemmon. It is sealed, so we picked it up. What to Do in Case of Fire. Never came across this movie, so thought might as well throw it in there because I've never came across it. This is for my own personal Clash of Titans. We have a Pride FC DVD. I pick up fighting ones if I find them, and I usually like to keep them for myself. So there we go. Return of Warriors, Ken Shamrock. We have Sakuraba, and we have Mark Kerr. Boys in the Hood and Baby Boy double feature. That's pretty cool. The Wedding Dress, another Neil Patrick Harris, and Tyne Daly. We have Dream Rider with James Earl Jones and Matthew Garriak. Don't know, never came across that. Sometimes these kid ones can do well. This is from a public library. I don't know. A lot of this is guessing, right? Gaither Gospel Series has solos for $10 to $20, not sealed, so that's cool. Lord of the Strings, a rousing spoof of mythical proportions. What do we have here? Bildo Saggins, the legendary G-string. I don't know what is going on here. We have an Elvis CD. Let's see what other CDs we got. Michael Bolton and Dances with Wolves. My girlfriend must do that in. You have UFO Conspiracies. The Kecksburg UFO Crash. We have this Don't Breathe, which says, from the creators of Evil Dead. We have Gargoyles Season 2, Volume 2. That's kind of cool. Used to watch that a little bit when I was younger. Stadium, Foils, and Migrators Season 1. Like some hunting show. I don't know. There was like a bunch of seasons, and I wasn't quite sure what she was going to charge, so I didn't want to put too much of them in here, but we have this Boomtown Season 1. Didn't put too much, but yeah, we got a lot of stuff, right? Romance and Cigarettes. James Gandolfini, Susan Sarandon, and Kate Winslet. I'm not even sure what this is, but all these chicks look pregnant. Baxter's Blacks. First video. This is like some Western spoof comedy thing. Not too sure about that. Extreme DVD. Of course, you can't pass up the Terminator 2, right? Thought this was kind of cool. Chuck Norris presents the World Combat League. Greatest knockouts and knockdowns. Who do we got in here? Oh, We got Chuck Norris Echo Bridge. There we go. That's for me. We have the Pistol Opera. Killing with Style. I am not sure about that. Human Centipede. I've come across this movie one time at the pawn store. I used to go there one time. I found like yoga hosers there, and I sold it for like 25 bucks and paid $1. And after that, it was just downhill. And then they just stopped carrying the movies. But this movie's crazy. It's like they're like medically put in their ass or something. I'm not sure. The Happy Holiday Hearth. I'm not sure about that one. In Living Color Season 1. Maybe there's a chance Season 1 is good. Number 1 or like the last year can be worth more. We got Rough Air. We have that on VHS. It hasn't sold. I think it's like a yellow copy made by York. But got this Elvis cassette. Oh, we got Elizabeth Hurley over here on the Kill Cruise. I feel like we have a different version of this listed that has not sold. This is Elvis. For all those Elvis lovers out there. I know I'm rambling, but here we go. We're going through a box, right? We have Jack Wagner singing his little heart out. I remember we had a vinyl album of this guy singing a song. I can't remember what the song is now. We have a young Tom Berenger. And Peter Weller. RoboCop himself. I got this for myself to watch. I have never seen Double Tap. When Zombieland, the original one, came out, I really loved that movie. I'd always be like, you know the rules of Zombieland, right? Fatties die first. Which is funny, I think. And it's probably true, right? Within these walls. What do we got here? Frantic. Pretty clean version there. Witness for the Prosecution. We have a VHS called Moon over Parador. I don't know if we came across this or what this even is. It does have Richard Dreyfuss in it. Kind of looking like a Mexican dictator. Or Cuban or whatever. And what else do we have left here? So, I'll just show you the bottom of the bin here. So we got all these Buffy season. And we got this Big Bang. I want to say Firefly is worth a little bit. I'm hoping we make the majority of our money right here. And then this other stuff is just bonus. Because this is easy listers. And some of that stuff is just going to take a while. We do have a couple things here. Revenge. First season. Threw it in there. These Warner collections can be good. Pride and Prejudice. Rumble in the Bronx. And The Corruptor. We used to have The Corruptor on VHS growing up. This Gaslight with Ingrid Bergman. This thing's super clean though. And the last one in here, To Catch a Thief with Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. And a couple CDs, Bob and Tom and Dave Brubeck. So there you go. That was it. Was it worth it? You tell me. We got a ton of stuff, right? It fits well into our stuff, so we will get this listed in time.